Guess where we are? We're in your home turf, aren't we, Steve?
Welcome to the New Forest.
So,
We've got some ponies in the background. It can only be the New Forest.
but we are looking today at, this has been our most popular bike now for about 10 years since it came out in 2014. It's been our most popular adventure and commuter bike. This is the Moustache X-Road. It's a genuine 50-50. 50% road, 50% off-road. It's got better and better every year. It's Moustache's best-selling bike as well. And it just does so many things, and it's awesome, isn't it?
It's a bike I've done fantastically well with here in the New Forest, because we don't have the most radical mountain biking, and we have lovely, amazing roads, lots of gravel tracks, and it's just the right level of off-road for that. It's perfect for mixing. It's a perfect leisure bike.
Yeah, it really is. And you know, it's well priced, but most of all, it's from Moustache. Now, not everyone knows Moustache, but you should, because they are the top of their game, and a lot of the supermarket brands that you do know copy these guys. They are electric only. They've been going for slightly longer than fully charged. They've been going for longer than 12 years. I think they started in 2013 and we started in 2014. There's two bikes here. This is the full suspension X-Road. This is the Hardtail X-Road. They do one other one, which we haven't got here, but we're going to show you on camera, which is the ES, which is their entry-level bike. But I want to start off with this one because this one is just so special. And what makes it special is this forged frame, which is incredibly rigid, incredibly tough. It has this rear suspension here, and then it has this oversized pivot bearing here. Now, they do this in other models, like we were just saying in the J originally, but also in the Mardi, which is the bike that's more like 80% road, 20% light off-road. This is genuinely a mountain bike that can handle anything, but it can go on the road and it's smooth as you like, and it's really easy and really comfortable with the perfect geometry.
And we should say it's really rare to have a full suspension bike that is step through.
Yeah,
exactly. It's a
low step.
It's a really hard thing to engineer, so it's great. Moustache have this product, and no wonder it's done so well.
And the nice thing about it is with this practical setup and like the proper metal mudguards and everything, you can ride it in normal clothes and you don't have to be dressed, you know, like a bit of a plonker.
I think, the mudguards, it's really funny that I come from a performance cycling background and always been looking for the highest tech stuff to make you go faster. Yeah. And I've never been excited about mudguards. Yeah. But blimey, these are the best mudguards. And now it's like, wow, it really makes such a difference. They're tubular, they're hollow, and I always get customers to feel that, you know, when it's a structure, and it means that the rear rack holds the mudguard, and the mudguard holds the rear rack.
And the integration with the light.
And you don't need lots of stays. Yeah. But most importantly, when you ride, they don't rattle. Yeah. And they're.
And they're solid. They're mega robust. I mean, if there was a Moustache, if there was a Mudguard award ceremony, Moustache would win it.
Right. There's a thing here that they're so robust that they even fixed the cafe lock to it.
Exactly.
But I don't know any brand that's done that. The wheel lock, we call this a cafe lock, is fixed to the Mudguard.
Yeah, and this is incredibly practical because this means you can lock the bike and no one can cycle off with it. You cannot cut that on the side of a road, or you have to take that to a workshop. It's incredibly difficult. If the bike was stolen, they would have to pick it up and they would have to put it in a van. So it's obviously, if you're going to be using it in a place like London as well, then we recommend getting an anti-grinder lock. But this is great for quick locks in the park, outside a pub, or outside a shop. But if it's going to be out of sight for more than 10 minutes in a semi-high risk area, obviously you get an anti-grinder lock.
You get a big lock. And interestingly, I've had a few customers who have gone for the big lock and said they're not really going to use this, and it does come off. Yeah. So if you don't want to have a front wheel lock there, you can remove it. If you're going to do a lot of off-road, it's an option to do that, but you do need a better lock to secure it if that's what you're going to do. But it's a great thing to stop people jumping on your bike and riding off.
What else is special about this bike, Steve? Obviously, it's got the dropper seat posts, and we've seen quite a few urban bikes have that now, but
yeah, it's
for any
great.
mountain bike,
Drop the seat
great.
post came from downhill mountain biking, where the idea was when you got to a downhill section, you drop the seat out of the way.
Steep, yeah,
but now on bikes like this, you can use it to pull up at junctions.
Yeah.
So when you have a riding height,
exactly,
and then you have a low height for
and
when
just
you
getting
stop.
on nice and easy.
Yeah.
Then the minute you're riding, you just lift it up and you get your correct posture and correct geometry. And with this relaxed geometry that is fully adjustable, by the way, and obviously integrated cables, making it look really nice as well. It's and very easy to service. So it's just, they've really thought of everything. But to ride, super comfortable, like a magic carpet with this technology here. And then, you know, they've got all of those 14 years of innovation from Moustache as an e-bike only brand. You got to try it. It's really good.
One of the things we should say about the new range of X-Roads with this step-through frame platform is they all have the new Bosch motor. There's 4 models in this, in the overall X-Road range.
Yeah.
In fact, in the full suspension, there's 3 models. There's an X-Road FS2, a 4, and a 6. This is a 6.
6 is CX, 100 Newton meter.
Yeah. Next one down
4
is not
is Performance P-line,
90 Newton meter.
90 Newton meter. Next one down is
75 Newton meter.
Performance line, 75 Newton meter.
Yeah.
And they're really competitively priced, and you've got really 3 different options. We actually stock all of them. We don't normally do that because they had so many and they were all quite similar before. Yeah. But now they're really nicely separated.
And the models work really well. Before all the models had the same motor.
Yeah.
So now they all have a slightly, you get, as you go up, you get more power. Yeah. So as you go up from the 2 to the 4 to the 6, you get more power, you get a bigger battery. The new one's a 600, but the 600 is a higher density. Yeah. So it's a more powerful battery.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that.
So these bikes have literally just come out. We're really excited by them, and
we should say that the 4 and the 6 models have air suspension back and front. So we've got,
and it's not just air suspension. It's Magic Grip Control.
It's Magic Grip Control.
So Magic Grip Control is designed in-house by Moustache specifically for e-bikes. So it's a little bit damper. It doesn't have as much travel for like jumping, whereas a lot of the other supermarket brands out there, they just put like a big boaty shock on it, you know, and they haven't really thought it through, because you don't need that. No one's going to be going around doing jumps that are buying these bikes. I mean, you can if you want to do a little jump, no problem, but you're not going to be doing big air. Therefore, you don't need loads of travel. Very damp and specifically designed for control and comfort.
But the beauty of the air suspension is you set it for the rider weight. So when we sell these at Fully Charged New Forest, I get the customers to sit on them, and we set the suspension.
Yeah, you set the sag,
the sag. So the idea is when you ride it, you're riding slightly into its travel, about 20-25% into its travel, which means that the bike floats along and it can go down as well as up, or up as well as down.
So it's also got the new Smart System, and 2 years ago, if you asked me about the Smart System, I'd be like, yeah, it's okay. Now it's getting so good. You've got this new thing which is called Hill Start Assist, and basically what that does is, I can show you on the camera actually if you come close. What you do is when you're sitting on the bike, and it's on, it's got to be on obviously. See how I'm like rolling back now, And actually, if I was in the right gear and I was on a steep hill like that, it's actually quite difficult to get started, especially if you've got a couple of panniers. And so if you hold down the minus sign, you'll see it just says Hill Start active here. Now that will stop the bike from rolling back. So that bike is now not able to roll back. You see that? I'm trying to. And then I've got another 2 seconds to go, woo! And basically, oh, sorry horse.
I'll jump in from here because he's gone, he's off. But the Hill Start Assist gives you a boost. It helps you get going quicker, and that makes that first pedal stroke or the second pedal stroke easy because you're off and you've got your balance.
The Smart System also has some other incredibly smart features, such as over-the-air update, so it will update your bike with all the latest tech from Bosch. But it also has security features like an alarm, and
you can lock the motor, you can disable it, and you can now notify Bosch if your bike has been stolen, which means if it's locked and you go into another dealer to try and get it unlocked, it can't be unlocked without going to without the registered keeper getting an email to confirm it.
And it will also give you critical notifications if someone moves it like that much. It will tell you someone's tampering with your bike, so it's really clever. So let's go on to the next one now. So this bike, full suspension, top of the range, specific cast frame. This bike, completely new frame for X-Road, only available in step through as well. Some of you might not think that's great, but actually they are more rigid with this design.
So when it comes to colours with this, each of the models are available in 2 colours, and actually the 6 is 2 different colours to the 4.
Yeah, so the 6 is earth.
Earth, and this is a dark blue.
Earth is the colour that we have ordered and sold most of on pre-order.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting these bikes to sell out this season.
Yeah.
And yeah, the X-Road 6 is really at the top of its game.
The 4 is a really nice minty green. That has been a favourite with, well, one of the colours is a minty green.
Yeah.
And the other one is the earth, the sandy colour one as well, which is great.
I actually think that, you know, unless you are into, you know, going really fast, going up really aggressive hills and going for it, that the P-line, the performance P-line is so worth riding.
Yeah.
It is really worth a try. It's so smooth, and 90 Newton meters is more than enough power. Steve, what's the exact difference in between the 2, the 4 and the 6?
Right, okay. So let's start from the top. So the 6 has the big 600 battery. It has the most powerful 100 Newton meter motor.
Yeah.
It has the big Kiox 500 screen display,
Which you can
also you can push your maps to there as well,
and you can
route
put a
planning.
smartphone grip, so you can charge your phone.
Yeah, this just pops off. The phone grip
phone
goes
charger
on,
in there.
and that's a great feature. And it has the high performance Mudguards brakes.
Exactly.
Going down to the 4 shares the same frame, suspension platform and battery. It has the P-line motor, which is
Performance P-line, 90 Newton
90 Newton meters. We have Shimano brakes. It doesn't have the big screen. It has
the Purion
200, which is a good.
I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Yep.
It's got basically a little bit of data here, color screen, does everything that this does apart from the map feature.
And something it doesn't have, this one has bolt through rear axle.
Yeah.
The 2 and the 4 have a normal quick release.
Yeah.
Which I think on a bike like this, where you're not doing high performance mountain biking, I think the quick release is fine. And then when we come down to the 2 has still Bosch Smart System, but has a smaller 545 battery.
Yeah.
So it's a great price point option.
And my personal view is, after riding full suspension, I think that for the sake of a few £100 extra, it's worth it. You know, and I would always say to people, get the full sus. You won't look back.
Yeah.
But you know, look, if you're not going to be riding, you know, kind of like on you know, in the New Forest or in Epping Forest or wherever it is, and you're just going to be poodling around down nice soft paths, like, you know, like the Sus Trans network or the whatever it is, you know, then it's okay, the Hardtail.
But the full suspension, even when you're on the road, you float along, you waft along the road. It's a magic carpet ride.
It's from a safety aspect as well, that if you did have to swerve because someone jumped out in front of you, this is going to have better control. And so, you know, I would say that it's so worth going for this one.
Yeah, and from a price point, when we come on to talk about the hardtails also have the same numbers, 2, 4, 6.
Yeah.
They all have exactly the same specification.
Should we go on to hardtail completely?
Yeah,
Are we ready?
But the point I was going to say, that is, so the hardtail 4 has the same spec as the full suspension 4.
It's just the frame of the full suspension.
The difference is the cost of having the rear suspension is £500 on every model.
Yeah.
So each hardtail 6 is £500 less than the full suspension 6.
Yeah, exactly. So you're basically paying 500 quid.
500 quid exactly.
Yeah.
So the specifications on the hardtail are identical.
Apart from
the ES.
I challenge you to that.
Okay.
You can have an 800 watt hour battery.
Yes, you can. That's new. Moustache have just launched that.
The most technical person in the fully charged has just been snookered by not the most technical person.
That's true. You can now choose.
Yeah.
You can now choose the 800. Yeah.
There are a few other features on this bike as well. There is a new rack. Have you seen this yet? So I was over with Moustache in Amsterdam a couple of weeks ago.
I think it's great.
You've seen it? It's really cool. So
it fits on that one there.
It fits on that one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It
doesn't. So where this one's got the platform, the idea that has got the stealth rack. So it's only for the full suspension bike.
Yeah.
Because a full suspension bike, what we haven't mentioned is you can also get the heavy duty suspended luggage carrier.
Yes, that's something we didn't mention. So we'll show that.
Show that.
Actually, we'll show that now on another bike, because that is really important to save for someone that likes to carry a lot of stuff.
But there is a new, this thing you're talking about is a new click-on thing, which is going to click on these, so it clips onto here, and you have a platform with an MIK fixing. So any MIK bag that clicks on,
can still go on top of it,
will still go on.
Secret little compartment.
Because at the moment you don't have this flat platform, so the click-on thing allows you to put a flat platform on that system.
The other nice thing about this bike is you can attach the Power More to the rear of the bike.
So that's a range extender battery. And it goes on here. You pull these little pop outs here. And we were talking about how sturdy the Mudguards are. They're so sturdy, you can put a lock on them, and you can put a Power More battery. But you can only do that on the hardtail. You can't do it on the full suspension.
You can, but it would sit here, which would
exactly.
It would stop the easy access.
It doesn't fit on here because as the suspension moves, it would hit.
Exactly. So basically that gives you 250 watt hours more. So that would turn this bike into an 850 watt hour bike, which would be capable of getting over 100 miles in eco. So it's pretty cool. The other nice thing you can have on both bikes is you can have the front rack, which is really nice as well.
Yeah, if you've got to carry a lot of pizzas, that's good for that.
And then this bike, I mean, it's a new to design frame, brand new out, but obviously it's not the cast frame, it is a standard welded frame. You can see the polishing on the welds is beautifully done.
But look here, it's all blended here. It's so smooth. That's one of the new features for this 2026 model, that it's super sleek. It's been a nice day, Ben.
I know. Even the suspension seat post on this one is pretty bloody good.
Yeah, I love the way this thing just
That is one of the best bikes I've ever ridden in my life.
It's just a lovely, lovely bike, isn't it? It's a real sweet spot bike.
I would say it's the best.
So I like the 4 model. I think the 4 model really stands out as a sweet spot price point. I think it's 3,899. And it has so many of the features of the 6. It doesn't have the big screen. It doesn't have the high performance brakes. And I think it's about about £400 cheaper.
Even on this pretty gnarly off-road track, the hardtail has pleasantly surprised me. I normally just go straight for full suspension, but actually this is really playful and really nice. And if you've never ridden full suspension, you'd be absolutely blown away by this. I guess the trick is don't test ride the full suspension one if you're happy to buy this one.
And there's one other top feature on the handlebar setup, which completely controls your riding position and your comfort. So this handlebar stem here is adjustable. It goes up and down. So if I loosen the bolt in the side here, we can then, that's now loose, we can lift the handlebars, and then by loosening the bolts at the front here, which are pre-loosened, so we can do this, we can now twist the bars. So we can have a low stem for a more sporty aerodynamic position, or we can lift it up for a higher position. So up high, bars back, further down. And that is a really nice way of completely tuning the bike to the way you want to ride it. It's great. Now you may have noticed that the X-Road has got really nice swept back leisurely handlebars, and that is one of the key factors that gives this bike its very comfortable, super leisurely ride. And to help demonstrate, I've bought a set of mountain bike bars with me, the kind of bars that you see on a regular off-road bike like this, or a leisure bike. So these, with my chest cam, you should be able to see that we're much wider, we're further forward, but most importantly, your elbows are out. With the X-Road, with the swept back bars, our elbows are in, and that gives us a much more leisurely style. Now, I would say if you're the kind of rider who is gonna bomb down hills, out of the saddle, elbows out, you want a bike with this style of bar. If you're a leisure rider and you're gonna spend more time sitting in the saddle, then these swept bars just make everything much more comfortable. I'm going to strap these bars on with the aid of some zip ties and Velcro. Here my elbows are in and I'm cruising. Here my elbows are out and I'm ready to attack a downhill trail. Yeah, definitely do not strap 2 pairs of handlebars to your bike because you don't have a lot of steering.
So all in all, X-Roads, so playful, so fun, great combination if you want a true 50-50 road off-road bike.
It's perfect for leisure riding.
It is indeed.
Really good.
We are fully charged. We have stores in London Bridge, New Forest, Guildford, Silverstone, Cornwall, Brighton,
Plymouth.
We always have X-Roads in stock. They are great, and you can obviously use all your cycle scheme vouchers and everything 0% finance. Download our buyer's guides for Moustache. They're really good. They're interactive. They have loads of links to other videos, including a Moustache factory tour, for example. We'd love to welcome you in and to try one out. Thanks very much for watching.
Thank you.